Hello everyone. Welcome back to Timberborn and the Great Lakes districts. The beavers are just waking up. The bad tide that we ended up having in the last episode ended up passing pretty easily. It doesn't look like any contamination ended up going through. But our staffing issues are increasing, so we're gonna have to put still have a hold on getting the bots ready, because we're gonna end up having to increase the population a little bit. To do that, I think at the very least, if I can increase some of the housing just to this degree as a base, that should be good. We're gonna need these eventually. The rooftop terraces for the additional population, so having these available is going to be very useful. So we can start with this. It's going to end up being a great addition because it's going to end up boosting the number of houses by a little bit. So we shouldn't have a drastic increase in population, but we should be able to increase beavers by enough that we should be able to offset some of the staffing issues that we're going to have, or that we have right now, and that we can work into it later. Because one of the issues that we're going to end up having is once we end up getting the bot factories in place, we're going to actually need additional beavers to man those stations, at least until we can start getting good bot production going, because the bots will be able to eventually take over producing more bots, but we need to have enough beavers to cover all of those additional facilities. There's at least 5 facilities that we have. I don't remember if each of them ends up needing 1 or 2 beavers to run them, but we're also going to need refineries in order to fuel the bots. So we're going to end up needing at least 1 or 2 more in addition to that. So we're going to need 7 extra beavers to be able to cover these stations until such a time as the bots production outpaces the amount or the speed that they're actually breaking down. So it's going to end up taking a little bit of time before we can actually get enough bots going to offset the beaver population. So that being said, we're going to end up needing some beavers anyways, and to do that we're gonna have to set up some lodges. Now I was able to clear this area out here. They ended up finishing up all of the dynamite that ended up needing to clear all of this out, so that's good. I'm gonna need, so what am I gonna need? I'm gonna need a couple of rooftop terraces for now. Oh, and also I ended up figuring out what to do about this. One of the things that I was reluctant to do was delete the shrub, but in deleting that shrub down there, I was able to actually redo all of this, and I ended up still having a spot, because 3 spaces seems to be what you need to be able to get a spiral staircase going. Unless you've got enough room to do a 4 space, but it ended up working out. If I I can do this. So spiral staircase up to there, which meets up with this, and then another, so that you get this level, and then another spiral staircase to the next level, which covers that, and then another spiral staircase up to that, which is now a double platform, which ends up getting up to that. That ended up working out really well. The only additional thing that I ended up doing is that I ended up deleting out this single platform and putting an overhang in here so that it ended up going over top of the bulletin board. And because I don't think, oh, maybe I wasted it. Yeah, so that won't go over top of bulletin boards. So, oh, no, it will. I could have done that. Okay, well, and a double platform would have ended up being just fine. Okay, well, wasted it, but whatever, doesn't matter. It's over top of this. It works fine. Got a shrub in on top of it, so works out. So I'm happy with that. Oh, I can reset that and get that back. All right, so I'm gonna finish off this since we're still okay on most materials. So I'm gonna, what did I need for this? It's this. Yeah, so we just do this here like this, and rooftop terraces, another set of platforms or overhangs, and then another couple of rooftop terraces, then more overhangs, and then we do so then we're gonna need some pathways through here. But to do that, we're gonna need that there like that. I guess I don't need it there, but sure. And then pathway goes all the way across here, which means that everything links up perfectly fine. And then not monuments. I need a weather vane and 2 beaver statues, and then this is complete. When they end up building this, all of this will end up maintaining this, and when they get the roofs and these guys built, all the beavers that are living in these 3 houses are going to be covered as far as that is concerned. So now we need to move on to the next thing, which is we need to build some additional houses on... Oh, another bad tide? I'm really hoping it's not a bad, really long one. I don't know whether... We only need 4 more beavers. This lodge will give me 9, so I'm wondering whether I need to go all out for that. I'm wondering whether I just need to increase the population a little bit on this instead of having a full-blown apartment complex. Let's just do this and just keep adding them as we need them, because this is going to end up giving me an extra 9 inhabitants on top of the amount of beavers that I've already got. So that should give me more than enough. Oh yeah, so yeah, now we're like, we're cooking. I guess I didn't even need that. Well, no, because we've only got 2 extra beds and only 3 extra, and that's dwindling fast. So having this as a backup should be... Yeah, that's definitely something that we need to have. I think it'll be good. We should be. And yeah, I'm gonna need to do a priority on that so that we have pathways to all of this stuff. Yeah, so that will be good for that. That should take care of the population at the moment, so then we can actually start working back on this. Because we're definitely going to need to figure this out. I'm gonna temporarily put a pathway in here so that I can access the back end of this, because I'm gonna dynamite that all the way to the bottom. And at some point in time, I need to dynamite all of this area here. I don't think I actually need to dynamite a whole lot, though. Because I think just 2 sets of the 3 stacks of dynamite should go all the way to the bottom. Theoretically? I'm not sure. Sorry, I'm still thinking. Because I can't remember. It feels like it's forever since I ended up doing this, so I mean, I'm trying to rethink what I was planning on doing with this. I think I was still trying to figure out what the best way to do it is. I think that what I need to do with this is to make a full spiral staircase. And to do that, I am going to pause these and only do this one here. And take this one here all the way to the ground. Because I think I need a spiral staircase here all the way down to the bottom. The only thing is that I'm going to end up having to map that out. And I think I'm going to have to replace this with a spiral staircase. Oh, you know what? Instead of a spiral staircase, I've already just... In figuring this out here... I figured out that it's only 4 days, so it should be good. We should be fine with this bad tide. I should be able to ignore it. In 3 spaces, I can actually build a decent sort of... I guess I can access that from there. That's cool. A sort of spiral staircase, which means that if I do this and get a space open here, I shouldn't have to do a full spiral staircase. I should be able to do a looping staircase with 3 spaces, and then that should work, I think. Provided it works as I can see it in my head. I may still get rid of this just to make it even, but I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna do this. It won't make any sense, but I'm still gonna do it anyways, because I want to get rid of this because it's kind of sticking out and kind of annoying me. Plus I think I might need to be able to get access to this side, so I think I'm gonna end up doing that. So I think I'm going to put this on pause, because I'm gonna delete all of this. Now it means that I won't have any production whatsoever on here for planks or for gears, but provided I fix this quick enough, I shouldn't have an issue with it. So my main thing is going to be this. I need to be able to path on this and connect to this, which means that I'm going to need to access this, which means that I'm going to need to have this like this, and I'm going to need a thing like this so that I can access this here. Now I'm going to need to spiral up to access that level, and then that's going to be like that, which means that I'm going to be able to spiral up again like that. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. And then this is going to spiral like that. And that should give me, if I just keep doing that, it should keep spiraling up the way that I need it to be. Like that. And I'm not gonna do this here. Like that. This is not gonna be a spiral staircase. This is just going to be a platform because that is gonna end up being... Oh, no, it's not gonna be a platform. This is going to end up being a vertical power shaft and a regular power shaft. And now I need to put a priority on this so that this gets finished and reconnects all of this stuff so that power is restored, right? And we still have access to this because they can actually apparently squeeze through this to access all of this. So we're fine on this. And actually, do I need that? I don't. You know, for the sake of just connecting everything and making it nice and neat, I'm just going to do that. Then here, I am going to do that. I don't know why I'm going to do that. I'm just going to do it. Now that should cover everything that I need, and it should give me complete access to all of these levels all the way up. Which means that anywhere that I have a path along here, I have full access to this, which means that I can then get out to any of this area here and actually start blowing stuff up again. Yeah. So that should be good. Everything's back to normal. Everything's back hooked up and ready to go. Oh, this isn't working because there is a drought-like situation. Yeah, see, there is a little bit of contamination that built up here. And it is still going through. But it should be fine. Yeah, see, bad water... the bad tides tend to be just as bad as long droughts because I need to actually have all of the contamination go through the system, which means that we're really going to have to actually fix that at some point. But I think for right now, I'm just going to end up trying to get this figured out. Can they actually? No, they say this is too far from the district. Why did they think... Oh, because of this. Okay, so then all I need to do is fill this in and then everything should be linked back up like this, right? And all of these pathways should be like that. And then I should have access to this eventually because once this stuff is built, then I still don't have access to it? Why don't I have access to it? I don't know. I am going to skip it. And I'm gonna figure something else out. So, we need to figure out the contamination, or change up this to be able to make sure that the contamination doesn't build up here. Because I think that's the biggest issue that we're having right now with the bad water bypass, is that there's so much bad water coming through here that it's trickling through along here, and it's taking a really long time to get out of here, even though there's enough flow to be able to get it all to escape relatively quickly. It's building up here and then not getting out, so it's taking a really long time for the new water to dilute this enough to be able to do it. So we definitely need to have the bypass fixed on this to be able to stop the water farther back, because having it stuck here. So I think what I'm going to do is, since we've got 2 layers here, like it's 2 meters high, we don't have to worry about this channel here. We can worry about this channel here. So I'm thinking that I put a set of levees do I want levees? That chirp sounded like a no. What if I did this? If I filled this in with dirt and raise this up a little bit so that it ends up going into there, and then block that off, it's going to end up raising the water level up of this, right? I don't need to worry about... Yeah, so I'm going to do this. So I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to fill all of this in with dirt. Now, at this point in time, I should be good with beavers. So the amount of beavers that I have is perfectly fine. Too far from the district, cannot be reached. It's fine. You guys can reach it just fine. What you need to do is do this, and then it's perfectly fine. So fill all of this in. It's going to end up changing some of the way that this happens, but it should be fine, because as of right now, except for bad tides, this really doesn't make any difference whatsoever, because the depth of it, this is actually doing most of the work on this. I only need something here to make sure that the bad water ends up bypassing correctly. So what I'm thinking is fill this in, then I can do this, which, because I put this in here, when this is filled with water, this actually all becomes irrigated land, which means if I end up clearing off of this and flattening it out, that means that I have full access to all of this area here to plant things. If I do levees, I'm not actually going to have full access to all of this. I'm gonna actually have it's gonna be closed off. Like it's not gonna be like, it's gonna keep the water back, but it's actually not going to irrigate any of it. So I think that is actually a better route. I am going to increase priority on this here, because I am going to demolish this stuff here. You know what? I'm going to take out all of these trees here, just because I can. Let's high prioritize that. No, I didn't want that to be a high priority. I just wanted that to be. And then once this part here is cleared out, all I need to do is do a one high, what do you call them? Floodgate. I just need a one high floodgate all the way across here, and then it's done. That's it. I mean, it's going to be a lot of work to get to this point, but I mean, this has to wait for the one behind it, right? So I'm wondering whether I did this wrong. That is the plan of it, at least. What if I did it this way instead? Like that. Is that gonna work? I think that's gonna work. And then I can actually put a priority on this stuff here without affecting anything down here. I can still build this because theoretically I could path out like this and then slowly work my way over this way. And then, but this should give me the fastest route because I want to be able to get the new floodgate up before before the next bad tide, so that I'm not constantly worrying about the next bad tide. So if I can put a boost on that, they've cleared that up. What am I at for priorities? Okay, so they've got that. All I need to do is put a single floodgate set in here. Copy and paste this into that, which theoretically should actually work out to be the exact same criteria. So if I copy the settings on this and paste it there, and then all of these guys will have the same. And yeah, that's good. So this is at 80 meters, which means it's going to end up keeping this level at 0.8 meters, which means that it's going to end up flowing out that direction before it's going to end up flowing into here. This is only going to let an amount in here where necessary, which is going to be good. And then all I need to do is get these guys taken care of and we should be fine. Except I think the priorities are messed up. I am gonna put a lower priority on you guys and you so that you clear this out, because I want to build this across there and I want to high prioritize that. Right? And then what I can do is put a path there, and then all of this rest of this should be taken care of. Once this is built, I can delete out these. The only reason these need to be here is in case this doesn't get finished before the next bad tide, right? So if this is already a priority, now I think I'll play it safe. I'm going to play it safe. I'm not going to delete this yet. And I'm going to concentrate on this and have this built before I delete that, because I just know as soon as I delete that, it's just going to end up, you know that that's going to be a trigger for the next bad tide. Back to this. So I need to... Oh, well, no wonder they didn't build this. I was wondering why they weren't building this, because there's no pathway to it. Ugh. Can I? I don't think I can I? I can't put anything on top of this. No, I can't put anything on top of this. But I can platform over. What if I do this? So delete that, delete that, delete that. Overhang to here. And then overhang to here? I mean, it's weird, but it works. And then I'll spiral staircase, like that. Yeah. See? What did I tell you? Although, I suppose just me thinking of deleting it made the bad tide want to happen. I'm really glad that I decided not to delete this, because that's going to end up being... Why are you guys not concentrating on these guys? You need to build this first. Get moving. You have 2.7 days to finish this. Because in 2.7 days, you need to have this done. You're going to end up stranding somebody there, aren't you? Why are you not working on this? You shouldn't be working on anything except this. This is the only thing that you should be working on. Ugh, beavers. You can't mass pause anything. That's kind of annoys me. How can I change it so that you guys are not working on anything but that? Well, I mean, it's fine, I guess. They're gonna take forever to do this. They might get it done. Unless I high prioritize this so that they actually get... They work on the same thing. I guess. I suppose it's fine. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, they're probably going to end up stranding one of these poor guys. Oh, well. Not much I can do about it. Yeah, I think that should be fine. They're not gonna get done in time because this is the only one that they're working on. Oh, wait a second. I messed up. That's why they're not working on it. No, fix this. Not that. I need to delete this and like that, and I need to change this landscaping to this like that. Now high prioritize that. Now get that, and now all three of them should be worked on at the exact same time, right? Theoretically, of course. No, because you guys are still going and trying to build stuff that's on the other side. Ugh. Can you guys just not do that? Well, I guess if they finish it, they finish it. If not, then I don't know what else to do. If the bad tide starts and they fix it, then I suppose it's fixed. And if not, then they do not. All right, so we have everything here to kind of get it where it needs to go. So we need to start building the bots facilities. So we need 3 of these. So 1, 2, 3. That needs to be powered. So all we need to do is be completely distracted by the bad tide and not knowing what it is doing. It worked. It worked. It worked. You guys are great. You guys are great. You got everything done on time. Perfect. I am so happy that you guys were able to get everything done. So now, actually, I don't need this anymore. I can just delete this. I can delete these guys. Let's delete this like this. And yeah, that's great. I am so happy about that. They're gonna have to. Oh, I wish there was a. I just lost all of these. This is gone. It's. Yeah, that's gone. Well, I guess it's. Yeah, both of these are gone. Wish there was an undo button. Well, nothing I can do about it. What's done is done. I am not... Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I can ignore it. I can ignore it. Even though it really hurts. It's fine. Okay, back to this. Those guys did an amazing job over there. I would love to have them have a break, but we need to move on. And to do that, we're going to need to expand. And it's going to have to be in this direction here. Actually, all I need is that, right? So this is going to be bot chassis, this is going to be limbs, and this is going to be heads. This should work perfectly fine as long as I get enough materials to cover all of these recipes. This should be more than enough to cover everything. And because these are stacked together, they will get power from each other. So just this connecting down here is enough to do all of this. And now that I've done all of this, I realize that I didn't actually have to dig all the way down to the bottom there. I actually, because I stacked them here, I could just go like there. But whatever, doesn't matter. It's fine. I was thinking on spreading this out and then layering it. So that was my original plan, is that I would end up having one layer of this be one set of factories and then just keep layering on top of that if I needed more. Which honestly, I actually like that better anyways. Yeah. I'm gonna go with that instead. I mean, yeah. No, my original plan that I forgot what my original plan was is way better. Yeah. Yeah, let's go with that. But that does mean that I need way more space than I currently have. So I'm gonna have to clear out a bit more over here. which isn't a bad thing, I guess. Right? So I need 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and that should be all the space that I need. That should be all the space that I need for that. I will put a pause on these guys. Like that. Because... actually, you know what? Just delete it. Just... I'll start over. And that should be fine. I'll put a priority, a higher priority on these guys. Because this needs to be done here. I probably need to pathway over this, don't I? So that they can get these here. But now that I'm looking at things, I actually have run out of time. It's gonna take me forever to do the bots, but at the very least, we have 17 extra beavers now for this. Everything seems to be stable, so I guess everybody's happy. This bypass is so much nicer. I love this. This is so great. I was wanting to do this originally, but because of how weird this shape was, I really didn't know how to do that without having to do something special. So this setup here, I love it. It's so much nicer than I expected it to be. But this should be fine. Beavers should be fine. This bad tide should clear it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to wait until the bad tide clears and then make sure that that's going to go okay. So I'm just going to end up sitting this one out. Okay, so the bad tide's over. Everything seems to be clearing out perfectly fine. Everything's functioning correctly. And if you look here, there is no buildup of any additional bad water here, which means that the bad water is flowing out as it should. I'm a little worried about this spot here, so we might end up clearing out some of this here so that things don't pool in here. But other than that, yeah, see, this is all clean water here. There's a bit of bad water here, still trying to get out. Threshold still going down, and it's going down at a rapid pace, which means that all of it is going out that direction perfectly fine. And it's continuing to go down. It's not stagnating. And done. There. Everything's opened back up to what it needs to be. That's closed off. Those are opened up. This is filling back up. This is working just fine. It's beautiful. I love it. It works. But that'll have to be it. This might be a bit of a longer episode, but I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. It really helps out the channel as well. If you want to stay up to date on any videos that are coming out or what's happening with the channel, or if you just want to support me further, you can subscribe. Feel free to subscribe. If you want to support me even more than that, I have a link to my Patreon in the description of the video, as well as a link on my channel. But from me and the beavers, we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.